Now let's talk about the scammers out there, and there are plenty of them. As more and more of you are able to get the COVID vaccine, more scammers are trying to take advantage of you.
No legitimate surveys about the COVID-19 vaccine will ask for your credit card or bank account number to pay for a, quote, free reward. If someone offers to sell you an appointment to be vaccinated, it's a scam. If someone offers to sell you a vaccine, get you a low-cost deal, or get you the vaccine under the table, again, it's a scam. If you receive an offer to buy a vaccine and have it sent to you directly, it is a scam.
All right, officials putting out a big warning. Scammers are selling fake vaccines or appointments, even surveys, but please don't fall for it. But if you have fallen victim, what do you do? Let's bring in Faye Chen Barno. She is the Assistant Regional Director of the Federal Trade Commission right here in Los Angeles. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Faye. So you just heard from our LA County Public Health Chief Science Officer there sounding the alarm about these scammers. How are people being baited?
You know, there are a couple, we've seen complaints in a couple different areas on related to the vaccine. And one of them is relating to the scheduling of your appointments to get the vaccine. People are getting these unsolicited texts or email messages, and they're asking for the two main things that they're after are your money and your personal information. Another scam that we've seen is emails and texts being directed to nurses, offering employment opportunities or offering employment opportunities for scheduling assistance. And actually the third, which is on the rise now that we've seen very recently, is these emails and text messages that are coming out of the blue. You get them unsolicited, and what they're offering is they want you to take a quote-unquote survey. And it's a survey about your experience with the COVID vaccines.
Okay.
So you might get...
And there is no such thing out there, and they want your credit card and or your bank account information.
Yeah, exactly. And so what they say is you complete this short survey, and then you'll get a reward, a valuable reward for free. But to get this reward, you need to give them your bank account information, like you said, or your credit card information to pay for shipping.
Are they targeting mostly the older population? Because it sounds like that's the kind of thing that I've heard works, unfortunately. And I'm wondering if there's also phishing involved, in the sense, click through here and it's already too late.
I think you're right on both counts. I mean, the ones who have had the vaccine so far have largely been the older populations. So it would make sense to them when they get a text like that. What has been your experience with the Pfizer vaccine? And then, yes.
You're seeing two types of losses that you're referring to. There's the monetary loss and then the personal identification loss.
Sheesh.
Right, and with the personal identification, I mean, that puts people at threat for identity theft, where the scammer can use your information and set up new accounts. And so that's something that people should be watching out for sure.
Okay.
What do you do?
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So if you are victimized, is there any recourse?
Yeah, so if you feel like you've given out your personal identification to someone that you shouldn't have, one good resource to go to is the FTC's website, identitytheft.gov. And we have information there about how to prevent becoming a victim of identity theft, but also if you feel like you might become one, or you know you've become a victim, what steps you can take. It's a pretty user-friendly site.
Is there, one thing that COVID has taught me is that a lot of people in Los Angeles that are not comfortable using computers. Is there a phone number they can call?
Oh, there is. 1-877-FTC-HELP.
Oh, there you go.
Is the easiest
Oh, that's easy. 1-877-FTC HELP.
Health.
That's right.
Help or health?
Help.
Help.
Help me.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, help me. Okay, so the bottom line message to people out there tonight is there should be zero money involved when it comes to vaccination.
That's right. And I just wanted to say one other thing. If you have paid money and you now realize that it was to a scammer, the faster you can act, the more likely you're able to, it is that you might be able to get your money back.
Okay.
So one thing is to contact your financial institution as soon as possible, and then ask them to contact the financial institution they sent the money to. So that's one thing.
Well,
another thing is, oh, I'm sorry. One other thing is to contact the FBI, and they are sometimes able to stop the money flow if you report it soon enough.
Okay, very good. So Faye Chen Barno with the Federal Trade Commission, thank you so much for helping keep our viewers protected.
Thank you, Marla. Thank you, Dr. Drew.
You bet.